J.M. Coetzee's novel, Life and Times of Michael K., won the Booker Prize in 1983. It delves deeply into themes of identity and oppression. Dr. Rathod, how does Coetzee illustrate these concepts through Michael K.'s life?
Coetzee masterfully intertwines Michael's personal struggles with the socio-political landscape of apartheid South Africa. Born with a cleft lip and growing up in poverty, Michael's identity is shaped by external forces including race and class. For example, his marginalized status is highlighted through his work as a gardener and his mother's role as a domestic servant.
Indeed, Michael's identity seems to be constantly under siege. However, could the novel be critiqued for its portrayal of systemic oppression as being too deterministic, leaving little room for personal agency?
That's a valid point. Some might argue that Coetzee's depiction of a controlling state and racial discrimination seems to overshadow individual autonomy. Yet, Michael's journey to Prince Albert symbolizes a quest for self-definition, suggesting a subtle resistance against these oppressive structures.
So, how does Michael's quest reflect broader societal issues, and what forward-looking insights can we draw?
Michael's journey mirrors the struggle for identity and autonomy in oppressive environments. As societies today grapple with systemic injustices, his story urges a persistent quest for self-empowerment and societal reform, highlighting the need for inclusivity and equality in policymaking. Certainly, Michael's journey to his mother's ancestral home in Prince Albert is a symbolic act of reclaiming autonomy. He navigates a world of curfews and martial law, highlighting his resilience. For instance, he carries his mother's ashes as a metaphorical burden of his past, while seeking a new identity away from societal expectations.
However, some might argue that Michael's actions are futile in the face of overwhelming systemic forces. How would you respond to this counterargument?
While Michael's efforts may seem insignificant, they represent a profound act of defiance and self-preservation. His determination to cultivate a life independent of oppressive structures challenges the notion that systemic forces are insurmountable.
Looking forward, what lessons can modern societies learn from Michael's journey in terms of resilience and self-definition?
Michael's story emphasizes the importance of resilience and self-discovery in the face of adversity. It inspires individuals to pursue personal growth and societal change, advocating for systems that recognize and support marginalized voices.
Apartheid's impact on personal autonomy is vividly depicted in Life and Times of Michael K. Dr. Rathod. How does Coetzee convey the dehumanizing effects of apartheid policies?
Coetzee illustrates apartheid's oppressive nature through Michael's experiences in various camps which serve as microcosms of systemic control. These environments, rife with surveillance and forced labor, reflect how apartheid policies strip individuals of autonomy and humanity. While the novel presents a grim portrayal, it also highlights subtle forms of resistance. Michael's silence and solitude can be interpreted as acts of defiance against the state's control, reflecting his inner strength and autonomy.
What forward-looking insights can we derive from this narrative about overcoming systemic oppression?
Michael's alienation is both personal and systemic. His cleft lip and poverty mark him as an outsider while apartheid further isolates him. His journey to Prince Albert symbolizes a deeper search for roots and identity amidst a fractured society. Michael's narrative highlights the need for inclusive and empathetic communities. Societies must work towards dismantling systemic barriers and creating spaces where diverse identities are celebrated, ensuring that individuals feel valued and connected.